everybody, and how are you? I've got my cat here and he won't stop meowing. I've been in here busy writing things down. As you can see, all the paper and the notes. What I wanted to do, first of all, let me introduce myself. My name's Iris Smith and I'm the owner of a small business in Mansfield called The Flower Patch. You may hear my heater on, it's just that because I haven't been in here long, it is really quite cold and I'm trying to get him settled so he can go to sleep and stop meowing around me, because I think he's got one of those annoying moods on today. As you can see, he's looking for attention. Ooh, aren't we all? Anyway, this is just a little video, basically to describe, well not describe, give you a bit of my knowledge concerning the rules in flower arranging. I thought this may help a little bit. I tried to simplify it for you, but it's just how it is in my mind, how I understand it. So this is what we're doing. So this is how it will be. Probably sound maybe confusing to you, but it's really not confusing. So as you can see, I've been in here busy writing notes down for you so I can go through things, and I've just been delving into my brain to hopefully help you all out. So basically, it's really, what are the main rules, what we say in flower arranging? Well, really the main rules that we tend to aim for are balance, proportion, and scale, unity, what's the other one, harmony, rhythm and emphasis. Yeah. I had to think then if I got it all right. So basically, balance, that basically means, or should I say refers to, as a design. Well, a design's visual, actual weight, distribution, and your visual balance is achieved by the correct use of your elements of your design. I hope you understand that. That's how I know it. So that is basically what your balance means. Your proportion and scale, they're quite closely related to each other, I guess, because scale focuses on your size of your floral design, and relatively its settings and the surrounding areas around it. And the proportion, that also focuses on your size, but between one part of your floral design to another. That's how I perceive it and I was taught. Your unity, this may sound confusing, guys, but I've tried to think of how to simplify it. I'm not saying that this might sound really quite clever, but it's just how I simplified this, as I wrote things down. I've just dotted notes, so I'm trying to put it in a conversation. So your unity is made from the use of your biggest flowers in an arrangement to your smallest little buds, as we say. And also your unity is made, it is also made for the container that holds your flowers, and your arrangement, and also your accessories that you're using, which basically jazz it up, as it has to flow in order to look united, as I say, as a whole. So that is what unity represents. Your harmony, well, that basically means a blending of all your components of your design as a whole. So if a design is, let's say, harmonious, then there should be pleasing, like a pleasing relationship within the design, basically colour, texture, shape and size, so where it all harmonises together. What's the other one I wrote down? Rhythm. Now, some people have asked me, what does it mean by rhythm in a floral arrangement? Well, your rhythm refers to your visual flow or your movement in the arrangement. For example, your eye should first be attracted to your focal point, you know, and then you carry it throughout the entire arrangement, which if I show you the one I did yesterday, this will give you an idea. Let me just move my cat. Move out my way. So your visual, like I say, you should be focused on your focal point. Well, the focal point is my biggest flower, which is this sunflower, and then it's carried out throughout your arrangement. You know, no, Marley, where it goes, obviously smaller flowers to, you know, like your buds and things like that. Marley, I'll get you out. So yeah, that is your eye should first catch the focal point, and then it should be carried throughout, like I said, throughout your whole arrangement, which should give basically like a sense of movement or motion, you know, that connects the floral design from one point to another, and then back again, coming like that and like that. It all should, you know, connect to the focal point. That's what rhythm means. Now, emphasis, again, like I've stated, most floral designs have a focal point, which is this. That's usually the main feature of an arrangement, to which our eyes or your customer's eyes are easily drawn to as they look at it. Oh, look at that, and you know, straight away to the biggest. So emphasis can be achieved by placing sharp, contrasting materials in the form of your size and your colour and also your texture. So that's what emphasis basically means. Right, we tend to say, one person has asked me what are 5 elements of a design in floral arrangements or floral design. Well, the 5 elements that I can recall in my head are line, colour, form, space and texture. That's right. Line, form, colour. Yes, that's right. Line, colour, form, space and texture. Sorry, I'm having to think because I haven't wrote that down in order. So we'll go with line for your first element. So the line basically provides a lot of things really for a design. It provides your shape, your structure, you know, like I've done this shape, front facing, and the structure on how it's all placed together. And it also allows like a path to exist, you know, for a person who's basically looking at your arrangement. So they can see your line, you know, and your shape of it, how it's been made, and the structure, and that's what they see. What did I say the next one was? Line, colour, that's right. So I've got to think about this because, crikey, I haven't spoken about this for a few years really. Your colour, I would say, is probably your most important element, because really, if you think about it, that is what your customers or people really notice more than anything. So the best way really I can advise is to choose your colour is, you know, purchasing a colour wheel, and that will give you your colour chart and everything on how to, you know, place colours together and things like that. That's really as much as I can say about the colour, because that's one of the things I learnt on. I can't remember what I've done with mine because I've changed everything around. It is somewhere, it's somewhere over there in my new storage, but I have shown it on a video before. Which one was the next one? Line, colour, form. I've got them all different. I'm trying to do them in order, as I said earlier. The form, right, this includes 3 things, which is your height, your width, and your depth going down the sides. Because that's important to think about that when you're placing your flowers, as that really is what determines your form. You want it, oh, I've just seen a glue string, that's good. You want it to, you choose your height on how tall you would like it, and obviously how wide you would also like your arrangement to be, and also how deep. You can have them all different ways. You can have them thinner than what this is, taller, short, the width not as wide. There's all different forms of the height and everything. Your spacing. I have asked this has been asked to me before. How do you space your flowers? Well, the spacing of your flowers gives, like I say, your viewer, or should I say customer, basically the chance to view each individual flower that you have in your arrangement. So they're not all like scrunched together and things are further down that a flower and they can't see it. It basically just gives them having the space for them to focus on different flowers at a time. That is basically your spacing. Now your 5th one, did I say was texture? Oh gosh. Right, texture. Now this will give your arrangement quite, make it quite interesting. And also the diversity, again, allowing your customers to notice the different flowers and the textures of them, and the spacing of them and things like that. It's very similar to spacing, but it just gives it a bit more interest with different textured of flowers and foliage and things like that. So they are your 5 elements of your design. If I've tried to make it as simple as possible, I'm sorry if I haven't and it's confusing. Just perhaps watch the video again, and as you go along it may sink in, because you not always get it the first time. So they're your 5 elements of your design. Now, concerning your line directions of your flowers, I thought, I'd let you know basically sort of like what they actually mean in flora, what we tend to think that they mean anyway, or what I was taught. Now, vertical, which is obviously upright, that tends to, the height of that tends to suggest power and strength. So that may be a bit odd to understand, but I can understand it. I'm trying to think about an easier way to say the power of it, how it's, the higher it is. Like if you're in a job, you start at the bottom, and the more you go up the ladder in your job to become like the manager, that's power. That's how I can simply, simplify that. Now your horizontal lines, I was taught that they would tend to stress like the width and are peaceful and calming, and also provide a sense of stability. Now, how can I say that in a more of a simple way? Well, let me think. The width, I mean, you can have them obviously longer, shorter. Some people like this one. It's quite peaceful. It's not too overpowering. It's shorter than what I can do. I can do big 5-foot arrangements, where they are really big. But I tend to think things like this, again, are quite calm and peaceful to look at, especially if you had it in your house. You'd sit, have a smile on your face, and it calms you. That's how really I can, you know, simplify that, if that makes sense. Now your diagonal lines, now, you know, things like when you do your asymmetrical and things like that, and you come down as a diagonal, they tend to represent dynamically, energetic, which cause more eye movement basically. So with here it's all around. With a diagonal, you're looking down, up, down, so your eye movements everywhere. You know, you're just not focusing in one piece here. You've got to look all the way down at the front, the height, and that is what they class as you know, energetic, because your eyes are constantly moving. Now, your curved lines, they suggest like motion, but are softer and more, you know, comforting. As you, when you like have bridal wear and they have round, you know, they like softer feel, softer look, and it's comforting, you know, and people like to see it, you know, so and plus with a bit of motion in as well, and it's more compact, and that's how I can, you know, simplify the curved lines. I hope this all makes sense. I'm just trying to, like I say, dig into my brain and try and explain to you what they actually mean. So I hope that this has helped. Again, it's a short video, but I wanted to just go through a few things with you, you know, of my own knowledge and experience from flowers. So and I hope it, you know, that you've learned a little bit more about your elements as well. So all I can say, everybody, is now you can go ahead, have fun, and make your own beautiful flower arrangement and enjoy. Again, I will be making another one today. I just wanted to do a short video and just give you a bit of information on a few tips of, you know, your lines, your rhythm, your emphasis, of understanding on, and that will help you when it comes to placing your flowers, the look that you're going for, whether you want it energetic, calming, you know, things like that. So again, if it did sound a bit confusing, just play the video again as many times as you like, and honestly, you will understand. So again, I'll see you later on, because I'm just going to get all my things together, because I want to make an early video, because my neighbours next door are having the new fencing put in today, and I think there may be a bit of banging, so I'm trying to get it in before they actually start. Hopefully they haven't turned up just yet, because it is only 10 to 10 in the morning, so they'll probably be here shortly. So again, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you on my next video, what I'm going to do shortly. And I hope that helped. Thank you so much, everybody, and take care. Bye bye.